Good morning, friends. Well, I'm doing the day a little bit different. It's a rainy day, and I'm throwing scratch out for my girls. That's what they love first thing in the morning. And I'm throwing it right against this fence. See all of this weeds and grass and things like that in the fence line? Well, I went ahead and threw it out first before I opened the door, just to see. I don't know if you can see it, but just to see if they can, how fast it's going to take them to find this scratch. You see the little bitty pieces of corn and things like that. So I put that in there all the way down the fence line. You can hear them. They know that I'm out here. They're talking. They're talking pretty good this morning. They want to. I have some coffee grinds that I put in a bucket with my used eggshells, and so I normally throw those out here too. So I step on them first. So I don't know, they probably still think they're eggshells. I don't know. I just don't want them eating eggs and robbing the basket, the nests, and making a mess in there. So I try to make it as camouflaged as possible whenever I bring their eggshells out here. But I put it all out here, and I'm getting ready to go open the door and see how long it takes them to discover that we're doing things differently this morning, because I usually go in the other door. Oh, this is just nothing but a nasty, muddy mess from yesterday. But my goodness, look at what we did to this. We got all of those tomatoes out yesterday. And looky there. This fence line looks beautiful. And they did all of that after I pulled all of the, you can see the weeds and stuff that I put in the grass, and the tomatoes and everything that I pulled out of the garden yesterday is in that big pile right there. And it was too wet to burn. I tried to burn it yesterday, but it was too wet. I left the okra, some of the okra. I pulled out some of the okra, left some of it for them to get under to hide from predatory animals. And I've got this white planter that has something on top of it to keep them out of it. Has oregano in it, and I love oregano, so I'm trying to bring that back as much as I can. It got really hot, and I don't know, I think I saw some green down in it, so I'm going to move it up to the house and see if I can get it to go in this summer, or this winter. So I'm going to go back in here. I've got things that I can walk on so that I don't have to sink up to my ankles, even though I do have on my beekeeping boots. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what they're gonna do. Hey girls, come on out. Come on out. Come on out. Hop, hop. Here you go. Come on. Come on. Okay, come on. They're so used to going down there. They're gonna go all the way down there. They're gonna notice there's nothing there. Then they're gonna hear these girls up here going, because they find something to eat, and they're not quiet about it when they find it. So these girls, the smart ones, they didn't run all the way down there. They just went ahead and here they come. Here they come. Here they all come. They know now where the scratch is. Isn't that funny? Oh my gosh, here they come. Yeah, here they come. Now watch them. Oh yeah, Mama. You tricked us today. You tricked us, Mama. You tricked us into the garden, man. Boy, they worked so hard yesterday. They were beat last night. I was too. I couldn't move. They work harder than I do. They work all day long. Their whole bodies move when they're working. When I'm working, I have to sit down here and there. Look at them. Look at them. Yep, they're working that fence line. Oh goodness, that's going to be wonderful. I talked to my sister this morning. I said, so would you just go ahead and clean up all of the grass and stuff out of the garden area, or would you leave it and let the chickens do it? She says, heck, let the chickens do it. And she told me something I didn't know already. Well, she tells me a lot of things I don't know already, but she said you leave your ground in January and you don't do anything to it. You don't turn it, you don't do anything to it. You can leave the chickens in it. I guess the worms do their best job in January when everything is like wet or snow. The worms go deeper. So that's when they do their best job. And I really did not know that. because I usually try to turn my ground 2 or 3 times during the winter just so that I can pull up those bugs and they can eat them out of there. But I'm not going to this year. We're going to see how that works out. Yep. So they're going after the eggshells and the coffee grinds too, it looks like. We sure cleaned this up a lot like yesterday. Oh my goodness, we cleaned it up so much. There were weeds in there taller than I am. They sure did enjoy eating the tops of them because those weed seeds were still attached to the weeds. So when I pulled them down and threw them down in the ground, they attacked those weeds. They sure are fun. They sure are fun. There's my little baby girl way up there. I love her so much. She's a little Great Pyrenees. Her job is to watch the other dog because the other dog is just not doing well. She's doing better with, that's Miss Cheyenne. I call her Widow because I got her at 4 weeks old and she was so little. She's not anymore. She can look me square in the eye when she jumps up on the fence. Oh my goodness. She's such a good girl. Beautiful. She's an Anatolian Shepherd and Great Pyrenees, and the dad is either a Mastiff or two different dogs got out. Either a Mastiff or a Lab, so I'm hoping it was a Lab. I don't really want that big of a dog. If that's what she turns out to be, it'll be fine, but that's not really my choice. So today is supposed to rain. It's raining now. It's not really raining. It's kind of just spitting. You can see on the fence that there's still rain collected on the fence line, but not really anything that's you have to get out or you get drowned or anything. But it's supposed to rain again tonight, so I'm hoping that they can do their best job today and get this fence line cleaned up, and at least that side of it. I can pull the other side out with a rake later when it disintegrates a little bit more. It's been so warm, it's still tough, which is good for them to eat, but they won't eat it once it gets old and rotten. So we'll just let them take care of as much as they can and see what they're going to do with it. But isn't this just wonderful? Oh, I love having chickens. I don't know what I'd do with myself if I didn't have my chickens and my dogs. It's such a reward. Here's little Sassy. Look at her. Her name's Sassy. She looks like a Sasquatch when she comes walking towards you. It's really funny when you're back in the distance. So her name is Sassy. She's funny when she runs. Sassy. She doesn't come to her name. Come here, Sassy. But her feathers are just soft. Most of the other chickens just have regular chicken feathers, but her feathers are soft. It's fun to pick her up and cuddle with her. She doesn't like it much, but she'll let you do it occasionally. And here's the pumpkin boneyard. They sure do love their pumpkins. They'll still come out here and peck them after it rains and they get washed off a little bit. They'll come eat them, still some more. I threw one of their, the weeds that had seeds in it. They were eating so good yesterday. I threw it. Gosh, it's hard to walk around here without tripping over something. She's still in that. She's still eating out of it. I don't even know what it was. Probably some kind of a ragweed or something. They like ragweed seeds. So this is just a short video about the girls in the rain and my beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Look how clean that is. Where the tomatoes all were. It was just a mess. It was a nasty mess, but sure looks good now. Where are you going, Hazel? Who are you running off? Let's go in while we're here. Let me put you on pause and let's go in and check the rabbit. Today is the first day that she could kindle. Hang on a minute. Oh, everybody, look, we've got rabbit babies. Aww. Look, see all of the white in her rabbit box? That's her hair. She pulls out hair and she has the babies and she puts the babies underneath her hair to keep them warm. Isn't that wonderful? I hope they're still alive. I sure don't see any movement. They might be asleep. They sleep a lot whenever they're first born. Oh, I'm so excited. We haven't had rabbit babies in quite some time. Well, okay, time to get busy with chores. Y'all have a great day. Take care.